Greetings, this is Carlos from Algo Vista. Today I have Jill Kravitz here, and we'd like to extend a warm welcome. Thank you for being here today, Jill.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. And thank you for thinking of me, Carlos.
Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear. So yeah, if you could share us a little bit about your story, share a bit about your role and how it fits into the bigger picture at your current business.
Sure. I work in investor relations. I'm a licensed realtor. I work for mainly in South Florida area, but I'm also working in the global real estate area with international buyers. I am a certified global marketing agent. What that means is I can co-market with the direct agent in countries. For example, I'm working on something with Costa Rica, in Spain. I am with connected with a Mexico group, but I also, for my past related real estate, I'm working with multifamily opportunities. So I am connected with investors who primarily are looking for off-market, exclusive things, meaning they're not listed, on the MLS or Crexi or CoStar, those types of systems. So those are a few, but it's really connecting and aligning with these type of, business relations. So that's why my main thing is, I guess, with investor relations, I would say.
Excellent, excellent. As Florida data myself, in the past few years, I've been seeing a lot of shift as well with a lot of these international global buyer coming down into the South Florida area. Would you agree that's been the case?
Absolutely. The biggest buyers for Florida, it was Canada.
Oh,
They
wow.
were saying is number one. I found that out recently, so that was interesting. But yeah, there's so many buyers from Latin America.
Yeah.
I'm in Boca Raton, but I'm not far from Miami, so I know that's heavily international and, buyers from all over the world. So yes, I would say I would agree.
Yeah, yeah, the shift has been quite major, especially in the past 5 years. So what major shift are you seeing in your industry right now? We're now halfway through 2025. Is there anything that stands out in particular that you're seeing?
Yes, I would say investors are very strategic, especially in the multifamily area. They're focused on cash flow, value
Mm,
add. So they're looking for things that, there's different classes. There's
very. Right.
yeah, I had a situation not too long ago, and I think it was not, it was a lot of big red flags. I was speaking with someone who I thought is a real person, and then all of a sudden she disappeared and
Yeah.
sent stuff that looked like a real bank
Ah,
and this, and, again, always be careful now.
yeah, most
So
definitely. Okay. And what are you most excited about for the remaining part of 2025?
for me, it's aligning with, these opportunities that I'm working on, and, just really making great connections, and always looking ahead, not behind, and just, keeping the relationship building, I think is exciting, and knowing not to give up and to see that things do take time. So I think in that area, is, something that I'm excited about, with the business opportunities that I'm working on, and, the relationships building, seeing what's going to happen, I guess, with the interest rates, in that area, technology, pushing forward, and, seeing the CEO of my business, instead of thinking like, okay, getting the next sale. It's really being disciplined, it's being consistent, and, having cadence, and, showing up, and, I'm time blocking, and, what's my schedule, and just keeping to that, and really, taking that responsibility. So I would say those are the things I'm excited to see when you put the effort in.
I believe you mentioned over there. Any key takeaway lessons from the previous year?
Just what I explained, or, seeing that, nothing is overnight. You have to plant the seeds. You should have a plan, and you look back, okay, what could you have done better? Also, I would say finding the best mentors, learning from them. You cannot do this yourself. I do have amazing support. I'm on a mastery call weekly. I have, people I can go to, and learning, that it is not just, a solo, to really grow successfully is to learn from other people who are successful. Mistakes lead into solutions. And, I want to say mistake or failures, but, you learn from that and growing. And, I would say those would be big takeaways of really focusing on one or two or three things, not a million things, and being great at those, being a specialist instead of a generalist. I could do this, I could do that, but what are your goals, or, what are you great at, or what excites you? Those are things that I've learned. I'm saying no a lot more, and no's could be good. Sometimes, no, you could say yes to things that could lead into great opportunities.
Most definitely filter out and align yourself with qualified prospects will definitely get you towards that. Excellent.
Absolutely. I mean, someone will connect with you, if they know, like, and trust you more, they're going to want to do business with you as opposed to you forcing it.
Yeah,
So
most definitely. Excellent, Jill. Where can viewers find you and get in contact with you?
they could find me. I'm on LinkedIn under Jill Kravitz, and you can find me. My website is Jilly, JILLYRE.com. And my email is info@jillyre.com. Sorry. And those would be a few ways. I'm on Instagram, Jill Kravitz Realtor. Always here, even if someone has a question, it's about if I could help in any way.
Well, thank you so much, Jill.